Hey gorgeous humans. So, I'm going through I'm moving with the indications that life is giving me through synchronicity and through the somatic and emotional experience. Witnessing that the synchronicities speak to a language of spirit. And being vulnerable again and sharing my deep connection with nature and the trees. And being so happy and in a space of choosing the next parts of sharing how I channel with trees. I come and I see the purpose of pruning, and I know the purpose of pruning, and I welcome the change. And on a personal level, transmuting my relationship with men and the masculine, and how safe I am to speak my truth with the masculine and the men in my life, and the men who have feared me and my truth that I see because of the shadow it reflects in them that they struggle to see. And how easy it is to avoid someone in their suffering. Someone you love deeply. And when there's a request for... When there is a request for compassion for someone that you love, to validate the impact that you have on them, which is really just relating. It's how we evolve relationships, is witnessing the impact that we have on each other. There is so much alchemy in the experience of breaking down, because it's a breaking open. Sorry, my crown chakra is like, whoa, and it's opening up my mouth, and there's the channel again, and it's beautiful, and I welcome it, and thank you me for integrating as much as I have. I've spoken about the trees, and today I saw the truck coming, and I knew the laws. I knew that there was no way that I could get them to stop. They didn't cut down the tree. They pruned it so heavily that I've got like no privacy. And I loved my privacy, and I love my cocoon, and I love the spaciousness that I've built, and it's not gone because I so trust myself. But my gosh, it's like so open. Sorry, I'm having it like this because I'm holding the tripod, because I'm going to have a sit down and a verbal digest, but it's like, it is so open. And I know they didn't, it's just the somatic experience, the symbology of it. It was all men who came, and I honoured them that they were doing their job. Thanked them. Not verbally, because it was so loud. The machine was so loud while I was literally going into a ceremony for myself. The offerings that I give the world, with all the knowledge that I have, the amount that I've integrated, and there's also the depth of responsibility over being an authority, or even a coach, or even a healer, or even a parent. And for me, I felt it most with my parenting. My depth of responsibility and what I offer the world came through that depth of purpose of raising the next generation. And finding my own honor every day in it. And so People wondered how I was able to hold my head up high after all the different social shifts that I've made, community shifts that I've made. My ability to build respect in communities and then walk away from that community and doing it over and over again. And it can be seen as rejection, but it's evolution. And it's so wild having polarizing feelings. It's not the actual story of the tree, it's what the tree symbolizes as well. Because for me, it's like, I know the depth of my talent. It's not potential. It's like, there are certain trajectories that I also have a desire to expand in. And I'm excited for that. But I can't force myself anymore. I can't coerce myself anymore. And I won't rush myself just because I've got a lot of people asking for my attention now, and I've created this spaciousness that just, when I freak check in with myself and I exist within the moment of my own experience, and I can come back to myself, it's within the softness of now that I find strength to build my vision. And I don't have to have the full vision. I just need to know the next step. And I'm grateful, so deeply grateful for all of the men and people, men, humans, who have had all of the social conditioning placed on them that the label man has. They're just humans. Like a soul experience through a physical vessel. And the amount of prejudice that I've felt against me it seems to have come back to the label of woman, but it's not. It's my deep desire to have freedom to explore all possibilities, curiosities, learn this world, experience this world. Like, not everyone is going to be to our pace, and ultimately we have to honor our pace because that's what's sustainable for us. And our pace does change seasonally and rhythmically, like the ocean. And we can see how there is good in it, and we can see how there is bad in it, or we can see what's desired and what's not desired. And then within all of that is our freedom. Our freedom to project onto things a meaning that didn't previously exist. But it's built a framework, and this is why relating with different people is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, there is so much energy moving through me right now. And I have 15 minutes before my phone is at capacity of this video, so it will be shorter and soon and unedited. Thank you for witnessing. It's through the symbology that is the narrative of the story that we tell, and the beliefs that we're choosing that limit us. And we have as much choice over that as we choose. We opt out of that choice by blaming others and systems and other labels, but ultimately we're just a soul experience and trying to figure out life here. We can't seem to escape it. We can't seem to escape it. So how do we optimize this gorgeous body that we get, this vessel that we have? How do we optimize it? And it seems like kids are tapped into a whole other thing, so maybe there's some playfulness there that we have. We allow silliness because within silliness we get to tap into and let go of perfectionism. And stoicism brings a grounding and a peace, and then we have to unlearn that too. There's no one way to set and forget our human. It requires maintenance. It requires so much maintenance. And I learned that letting myself get hairy, and now I'm like, actually I prefer to not be just like everywhere. I just want to have it trimmed. And I get to choose, and I get to play with how I want my hair. I'm just this gorgeous avatar. I'm like this avatar, and I've got the spreadsheets that help me to sort of understand the context of some of the matrix that I'm moving into. I've got these courses that are kind of like programs that if you like stick them into your brain, you kind of go like matrix mode. But it's like an accelerated perception through my perception. And I get to choose the energies of the humans that I'm around, and it's not a judgment on them. It's me learning me. It's literally me learning me. Like this whole, it's like a smorgasbord of experience, and I allow the curiosity to lead. Because ultimately I trust myself. And if I can trust myself with myself, and that fear of abandonment, I will never be abandoned if I just don't abandon myself. And the best way that I can just not abandon myself is by inviting those that I relate to into my human experience. Hey, if you care about me, please consider the impact that you have on me, because I will manage my own impact. I will let you know. And if there's a lesson to be learned within both of us aligning to, our own integrity, if we both own ourselves, if we both have that integrity that we trust, that we will be honest about what we need, how we're feeling, we can have a soul check-in and go through the matrix that we've kind of agreed on are important to us. Then there's ability to evolve the relationship. And if there are some things that aren't aligning, then maybe it's our personal timing and pace. It's amazing what just speaking whatever's on your mind does through the somatic experience. And having said that, I definitely do have courses that I desire to write. And it'll be a joy to put my creative energy into them. And that love and that artistry, and maybe that's what I call the courses. But ultimately, I can never be abandoned if I don't abandon myself. And so, there's been so many more people watching my videos. For those of you who are watching, I say thank you. I hope you honor the energy that I give out. But I can't control anything except for my responses. Fascinating as that is.